I want to go now to Brian Stern. He's a decorated U.S. Special Forces veteran who just arrived in Caracas to help with search and rescue through his organization, Gray Bull Rescue. He was also a member of the team that extracted Maria Corina Machado from the country. So obviously, Brian, you know it well, and you know what can be a very lawless situation well as well. So what the situation I know that you see already is you've described as 9/11 meets Gaza. Can you just explain what you mean as you look around?
Yeah, so I'm a 9/11 first responder. I was in both collapses, and my team and I also worked in Gaza and lots of different war zones. That we've done 811 missions in 5 years or so. The devastation, this is lots of buildings have been pancaked, and lots of people are stuck in the rubble. But unlike 9/11, where we had that situation where that was the case, this is very widespread. So it looks a lot like Gaza insofar as lots of collapsed buildings, whole neighborhoods are flattened and pancaked, and therefore the size and the scale of the response and the death is extreme.
So, and the scale is, we're just starting to see it. I mean, last night at this time, Brian, we knew there were 188 people dead, and we knew it would go up a lot. Now it's 920. And there's fear that it could be much higher than that. What do you think?
I think that's true. This is going to take some time. There's probably more buildings pancaked in Venezuela than Venezuela has firemen. Probably. My team and I are with Tampa Fire Rescue. Big shout out to them, and the Tampa Firefighters Charity Fund is helping us out. When we think about a major city in America, if New York got hit and we had a big earthquake and 10,000 buildings got pancaked, that's the size of the fire department in New York, right? So it takes a lot of resources, a lot of people, a lot of manpower. No one out there is playing soccer. That this is not the time for using hand sanitizer and moisturizing your hands right now. Right now, what's needed is lots of resources, lots of money, lots of help. We need money as a nonprofit.
So you're a combat veteran, former intelligence officer. You've worked in high-profile hostage rescue operations and many other in war zones. As I said, we've seen each other in war zones in these past few years. How does this disaster stand out to you from some of those missions?
All these disasters and wars are all horrible. Every single one. They're all different in their own kind of way. They're all horrible. What's fascinating to me is we were just doing operations in Venezuela. The United States government was just targeting Venezuela, right? We had active combat operations here. The U.S. Navy was here. There was a drone strike to take out the leader of Trinidad just last week or 2 weeks ago or whatever it was. And now we're flying. Now that same military is bringing in humanitarian aid. Lots of Ospreys are here. C-130s are here. The Navy is here. Lots of stuff. So that pivot is remarkable, and that also speaks to the pivot that will probably happen on the ground, which I pray does not take a turn for the worse. But it's Venezuela, so
yeah. All right. Well, Brian, I appreciate your time. Godspeed as you're there with your team, trying to help people, trying to save lives. And for all watching, if you want to help Brian's organization, go to graybullrescue.org.